This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
And we begin today at noon with a weather impact alert. Here's a live look at a very wet downtown St. Louis. It is raining, and we can expect it to continue for most of the day as the remnants of Hurricane Beryl move through our area. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. We just got word the Cardinals-Royals game for tonight has been postponed. So let your fellow fans know that game will not happen. Areas of Jefferson County still cleaning up after storms caused flash flooding. That threat remains today. We're seeing minor flooding on the Mississippi River. It's over 30 feet in St. Louis. Let's get right to meteorologist Jim Castillo. He is here with the weather impact forecast. Jim.
And hi, Kay. So we're watching the radar. This is what we're going to do all day. And we're seeing these golds and oranges popping up. So no convection yet, which is thunder and lightning. It would be even worse. But flood advisories now becoming more numerous from southwest St. Louis County into Jefferson County and portions of southeastern Franklin County down into Crawford and Washington County. So again, let's zoom in a little bit more here around the St. Louis metro. So some really good tropical downpours coming in here from St. Louis to Melville and also Cedar Hill. Wildwood approaching that area. It is moving more north and northwest as that area of low pressure is to our south. Now, something interesting is that from Farmington to Park Hills, it's generally lighter rain in there. It's been heavier around the metro, and this might actually become the bullseye for that 3-4 inch amounts as we get those totals in later today. There it is, downtown St. Louis. You can barely see the arch. The visibility has been reduced, and those tropical heavy rains continue. Tracking Beryl here, again, 30-mile-per-hour winds around that area of low pressure. So later today, even around St. Louis, we're expecting some of those gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour as this moves northeast at about 25 miles an hour. So also some gusty wind with the saturated ground may become an issue with the trees. Some power outages are likely in some areas. And then we'll watch for isolated severe cells, mainly southeast. We'll talk more about that coming up in Maine weather in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Jim. Again, this rain comes from what's left of Hurricane Beryl. The storm slammed into Houston yesterday morning. Today, power is starting to return to homes and businesses in the region, but millions are still in the dark as temperatures reach into the upper 90s. Many face the possibility of being in the dark for several more days. The storm is responsible for 7 deaths in Texas and Louisiana. Developing at noon, police are using drones and canines to search for a prisoner who escaped custody in Warren County. We're told this man got away last night at a rest stop in Wright City while being transported from Nebraska to a jail in North Carolina. The Highway Patrol says he jumped a fence and ran down Veterans Memorial Parkway. The body of a Missouri firefighter going home. Assistant Chief Matt Tobin died yesterday during a rescue effort in Boone County. He is from Union. He'd been working on the force in mid-Missouri since May. A procession will be arriving at his hometown any minute now. Tobin was working alongside a Columbia firefighter on Bear Creek when the boat they were in overturned. Today, we should get a better idea of how the city of St. Louis will spend $280 million from the Rams settlement. 5 on your side, Sydney Stallworth has been tracking this money for months.
Parents and pedestrians could be the ones with the most to gain from today's public meeting on the Rams settlement money. And the St. Louis Board of Aldermen is going to be exploring using this cash to address 2 of the biggest issues that St. Louis residents want to tackle. Those are using the money to make our city streets more pedestrian friendly and using the settlement money for free or subsidized childcare for residents. Today's public meeting starts at 3:30 at City Hall. If you can't make it in person, it'll be on Zoom, and we have that link posted on KSDK.com. Here's how much money the Rams settlement gave to the St. Louis Metro. A total of $280 million was allocated for St. Louis City. $30 million of that money has already been set aside to make improvements to the Americas Center. City leaders are trying to figure out how to spend the rest of that $250 million. Now, if you want to weigh in on today's meeting, here's a look at how. The city has guidelines posted on how you weigh in person and online, how you sign into the meeting and all of that. If you scroll down, they have links on how you can watch the meeting virtually. We have this posted on ksdk.com. But I think it's important to note that the two issues that are going to be discussed today, the child care and making our streets safer, those aren't even the top issue that you guys voted for back in February. The number one issue that was a priority for St. Louis residents, water main replacement. And back in May, there was a meeting held on this where St. Louis residents said that they want the city to pay for water meters so that the billing could be more equitable. Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.
Also today, Missouri Governor Mike Parson signed 9 bills into law. One of them is Blair's Law, which bans celebratory gunfire. It's named after Blair Shanahan Lane, who died from a stray bullet July 4th, 2011 at a barbecue in Kansas City. Celebratory gunfire has been illegal in St. Louis City since March. City officials still dealing with the fallout of a violent holiday weekend that rocked downtown St. Louis. 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski has details of a town hall held last night to address concerns.
Between July 4th and 7th, St. Louis police say they had more than 3,700 calls for service. 24 people were shot, 37 people were arrested downtown, and 19 juveniles were booked between the 4th and the 6th.
But holistically, we got to find out what's going on. Why are juveniles downtown? Why are young adults coming down? Nothing good happens after midnight, and we're going to continue to push people out of the parks.
Police Chief Robert Tracy says as far as juveniles go, they're going to take a look at the agreement they made with the Juvenile Detention Center to make sure kids aren't just being released to their parents, as that did happen with a couple of them this weekend.
Things did change. I'm going to do another review to make sure things haven't gone back to the way they are, and we're actually in conversation. We're having a meeting to make sure that we're doing everything we can.
James Page with the Downtown Neighborhood Association says what happened this weekend was disturbing.
The wanton use of illegal fireworks, the mass shootings that took place, those are disturbing to me and other residents of downtown St. Louis.
Page says he wants to see more collaboration between all city leaders. I talked with Mayor Tashara Jones, Chief of Staff Jared Boyd, who says everyone does have to work together.
Do you think the police dropped the ball here?
I don't think the police dropped the ball. I think the police can learn from the actions that occurred this weekend, and they've already made adjustments to some of their weekend tactics. And I think as a result, you saw less issues on Friday and Saturday. But I must reiterate that the police cannot do this work alone.
Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore told the crowd at the town hall meeting they're working well with SLMPD to hold people accountable and will continue to do so.
The officers who are on the job, who are out there every day working to serve the citizens of St. Louis, the one thing they've really appreciated is that they now know that their work will have an impact, that when they apply for warrants and bring cases to our office, they will be acted upon.
Alderwoman Kara Spencer says things downtown are feeling lawless.
We got a handle on it. Our first step really is to recognize we have a problem. We have, the Board of Aldermen has okayed recently a budget that includes the hiring of a couple thousand additional city employees. We have the budget for that. So we need to go out there and fill those positions to be able to do the job that our citizens expect that we can do.
That was Laura Barczewski reporting. Police seized a total of 39 firearms citywide. Many of them had been stolen. Still ahead, Alec Baldwin on trial. What jurors have to decide as he faces involuntary manslaughter charges. Plus, the federal government's controversial plan to kill barred owls.